Today is September 17th. My name is Casey. I'm a farmer here from West Texas, and today we are going to be getting a cotton stripper out of the barn, hopefully getting some harvest equipment hooked up. We've got quite a bit of cotton really starting to present itself that we sprayed just really not even 7 days ago. Right here I have a cotton stripper parked in this shed. This is a 7460 John Deere cotton stripper. So we're gonna pull this thing out, clean it up a little bit, check the oil, run it out, make sure all the belt's tight, everything's good to go. These machines, I say these machines, there's two more down towards my brother's house. This one we leave up here at this barn. These machines have been totally gone through. They should be 100% field ready. We will find out sooner than later because next week, I think it's gonna be go time. Check the oil, crank it up, pull it out of the barn, and see what happens. Fresh. Looks like we're missing a fire extinguisher. Definitely need to get that put on. That fire extinguisher here, we ended up using it. If y'all watched the video of the tractor that caught on fire down the, really just down the street from here, or down the road. Luckily, a guy came by and stopped, and they told him to come get the fire extinguisher off this machine. Cotton is extremely flammable, and you definitely want a fire extinguisher. So that's why I'm checking this stuff out. Like, we don't want to show up to the field and just take this thing to the field and then catch on fire and not have a fire extinguisher. This right here is the hydraulic oil. Looks a little low. Get the key out. Got power. Woo! Give her a little throttle. We got voltage. Machine really hasn't been started since after planting season when we parked this big planter in here. We had to move it out of the way. So I'm quite impressed. It just fired right up. This is a 2007 model, 7460. The other machine is a 2011 model, and the other one is a 2012 model, I believe. John Deere quit building these machines in 2014. This is a basket machine. It has a basket on it, so when it gets full, the basket will actually tilt over and dump. They quit building these. Now all that's available is a round beller. CS690 or a CS770 in the cotton stripper. You can get a picker, but a picker and a stripper are different, a lot different. So this is the machine that I run, but I am super glad I own this thing. It's a cheap way to get my crop out versus the alternate solution of running a baler. Y'all get to see a lot of cotton stripping action this year. We got a lot of acres to cover. So I'm gonna run this to my house. We're gonna clean it up, run it out, make sure everything looks good, sounds good. And then we'll go get a buggy and we'll go get a builder. Windows are dirty, windshield's dirty, everything's dirty. So that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna clean this thing up. Got my flashers turned on. Kind of see the light maybe over there. We're gonna hit the road. Just got this thing kind of washed down, got all the dust off of it. Cotton strippers get extremely dirty with cotton lint. You'd be amazed, like right now this machine is as clean as it will be until the end of harvest. Once we put cotton in it, the baskets just turn white, and you literally have to clean them off almost each and every day. or you do. There's like no doubt you have to clean them every day, every morning. It takes about 30-40 minutes per machine to clean. Very labor intensive. But if you don't clean these machines, clean the lint off of them, they'll catch on fire. And then you won't have a machine at all. Okay, so general rundown if you're not familiar with cotton stripper. Cotton strippers are pretty much just used here in West Texas area. Other parts of the world use cotton pickers. So essentially each one of these rows has, we call them bats and brushes inside the row unit. I'm gonna pull a bonnet off right quick for you. This is a row unit. These are bats and these are brushes. These bats and brushes turn on these rollers really fast, and as the cotton stalk comes right through the middle, these bats and brushes brush and bat all the cotton off the cotton plant. So essentially it strips everything that's on the row. It throws it into this row auger. There's 2 of them on each row. It runs it into the main cross auger, which is up under here on the main beam of the header. It runs it to the middle. Once it gets to the middle, air picks it up and shoots it all the way up to the top behind the cab inside here. So there's a bunch of air ducting, the fan in here. Right here's the back side of the fan. This is called your S-chute. Actually, we replaced this. This is brand new on this machine this year. So that fan blows air through this S-chute. That S-chute comes up here and ties into the main chute right in there. So this cross auger will bring the cotton into the main throat of the header, and that main throat has got so much vacuum essentially made by the air pushing upward, it sucks the cotton off the cross auger, shoots it through this big chute. Now this is a burr extractor. Inside there's saw drums and all sorts of stuff. That's kind of the separation part of the machine. The cotton goes down, goes through the burr cleaner, and the cotton that's clean goes back up the back side and into the basket. And all the burrs get extracted here through this chute. This machine only has 1 chute. This is an older cotton stripper. The newer machines have 2 chutes and a bigger engine. So that's kind of how a cotton stripper works. Essentially, all the cotton ends up in the basket. There's 2 augers up in the basket that keep it pulled away from where it's pushing in, and then there's vanes. See that finger right there? That's a vane. Those vanes are hydraulic, and I can adjust them in the cab to pack the cotton into the basket. Right inside here is your diesel tank. It's exhaust pipe, obviously. It's a very simple machine. Radiator's actually inside here, right in that door. The newer machines have a reversible fan on it. Each time you dump the basket, the vanes on the fan right in front of that radiator will reverse and blow the radiator out. Cotton strippers get very, very dirty, and the lint, the fuzzy little lint floating around the cotton machine will suck up against the radiator and the machine will get hot. I guarantee y'all this year you will see me clean this radiator out during the daytime, especially when the temperatures are in the 70s and 80s. When it gets down to 50s, you start having a lot less cooling problems just because the atmosphere is cooler. But that is one downfall of running an older machine. This machine will get hot, has a smaller engine. It will pull just about the same amount of cotton as the bigger cotton strippers. And the reason why is the infrastructure behind the machines. Once you get everything full, it's full. It doesn't matter how fast you can strip cotton. The infrastructure, the builders, the buggies can't haul enough cotton away from this machine. So it doesn't matter how fast you go through the field, this machine will just fill up and sit parked until it can dump. So that's how an older machine stays up with the newer machines, because they have different engines, and the other engines are bigger and they will outperform this machine. But at the end of the day, this machine, generally speaking, will strip just the same amount of cotton. Inline straight 6 John Deere diesel engine. There's your injection pump. This one might be turned up. By saying might, it's turned up. She run full power. Right here's the fan from the other side. This fan right here is what supplies all the air. This thing will turn about 4,000, maybe 4,500 RPMs. I mean, this baby will pull more air. Doesn't look very big. But that fan there, if you throw your hat up, and that thing will suck it in there. It is amazing what these fans right here, the amount of air that fan will move. So just like anything else, this hydrostat got 2 final drives up underneath the bottom. Hydrostatic transmission. Cotton strippers are actually really simple. Just strip down raw horsepower, just taking it off the stock, put it in the basket. As fast as you can do it. Right here is the row unit controls. Looks like someone messed with all my dials because they're never all this straight up. This is what allows your header to float. So if I pick the rows up, that engages the header float. I can set them down. And as you can see, as I drive forward, the headers will actually move up and down. You can see number row 8 over there is a little bit more sensitive. See it bumping? So that's how the header works. If one row gets too sensitive, I can adjust the sensitivity here. And if I want to pick a row up, I'm for instance going to pick row number 4 up. I hit the button and that row unit will pop up. If I need to dodge a weed or a rock, or you know what I mean, anything that might be obstructive in the row, I can hit the button and pop that row unit up. Other than that, the cab of this machine is essentially the same as a combine, an older style combine. This is your auto row track engage. So you click that, that engages your row track to where this cotton stripper will follow the row. The row track wand is right there on row number 4. As you can see, that bar, it's got wands that go around and follow the stock that make the stripper drive right straight down the row. This is your vane packer right here. This packs the basket, left vane, right vane. This is your main header, up, down. This is the row. Rows go up like that or down. This is a oiler. And this is your basket dumper. And this is your basket down. Basket up, basket down. These are your augers in your basket. This will reverse your header. This is your row track stuff to make it drive left or drive right. If you're going around a pivot and you need to turn, you can adjust that, and that will essentially run the steering wheel right there. And that's what turns that on, throttle. This is your fan, burr extractor, and your header. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this thing in gear. So I got my fan button right there. Click the fan in. Boom. So we're running 1400 at all the way low idle. We're gonna kick this cleaner in. I hit the cleaner. See those numbers there? I put the fan on one, the cleaner on one. I'm gonna throttle this baby up. So we got the green light up here. Everything's functioning and running properly. You've got to have this machine wound up all the way to have enough air, to have enough power to strip the cotton. Cotton strippers are very sensitive on horsepower, so you want all the beans. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and kick the header in. You can tell it's loud in here. You can see those rows turning. Everything kind of shaking. Actually, it feels really well in balance. So now I'm going to hit the button for a dumper basket. There's the basket. Probably like 30 foot up there to the top of that. I mean, we're really tall right now. There's the augers up in the basket. Pretty big machine. y'all stay tuned. We've got a lot more cotton stripper stuff coming. This is just essentially pulling it out of the barn, checking it over just a little bit. Well, I just got here, got this buggy hooked on. I forgot to record hooking it on. Just got it hooked on a pickup. These buggies pull around with a ball, 2 5/16 ball, so they're real easy. Just grab them on the pickup right quick. This buggy with this pickup, it's just a lot faster. You can hit the road, hit about 35, 40 mile an hour down the road, and you can go 70 to go get it. So it's only like 6-ish miles from here, but it saves a lot of time in case something doesn't want to hook up or anything. I got all my parts and tools here, so I just brought it to where the tractor, this is my 8320R right there, that tractor is going to go on this buggy. This is a double dump 237L Sam Stevens bull buggy. This will hold 2 7460 cotton stripper baskets. So the stripper will actually dump in right here on the corner where that angle iron's bent. Dump basket number 1 in, and then this black vane right here, divider, will swing over and squish that dump over against this big sidewall, and then the next basket will come in and it'll fit on the other half. So as we're here, right here is one of the cotton strippers. This is a 2000, I think this is a 2011. This is its first year to ever sit outside. It's always been parked in a barn. This one has a little bit of basket burn on the top. That is very, very common for a cotton stripper. Almost every cotton stripper has had a fire in it. But all these strippers they're getting pretty old. So this one's still pretty shiny, still pretty clean, as it's been kept in a barn its whole life other than this year. Right over there is another cotton stripper. It's a 2012 model, I believe. These are, obviously this is a big ball, hooks onto a plate to the drawbar there, kind of in a shadow. But if you got to put a lot of grease on these balls. These things take a major abuse, so it's always good to grease that up while you have no pressure on it. But we got her on there now. We got to hook her hoses up, pick the jack up, latch the hitch, and that's it. Got everything hooked up nice. Luckily these hoses are labeled 3R, 3L, 2R, 2L, vice versa. 1 and 1s. So now the real moment of truth to see if they hang in there. We hook each buggy up the exact same way. That way if someone else is driving it, they don't crash. Driving a bull buggy is a learned art. We do number 1 is the dumper that dumps the basket. So if I pull number 1 back, basket starts going up, which I could definitely increase the hydraulic capacity and speed that up. Maybe I'll give her some gas. But y'all get the point. Okay, number 2 does the vane. So you dump the inside basket first, then you'll dump your top basket off of that. So there's your vane. And number 3, we put the swing tongue on that. You might be wondering what in the world. Swing tongue has to be there because of the 8-row header. If there's room over here, I will demonstrate what that is and how that works. So we're going to practice this right quick, and that way y'all can kind of see what it is. I have the tongue swung all the way out right now. And we're going to pretend that this cotton stripper is full of cotton, ready to be dumped. So I'm going to pull up right here beside it. The basket on the stripper is way far over, so I have to drive on this side of the machine and this side of that header to miss this cotton stripper. So I'm just going to ease up here by it. Haven't done this in a long time, been a year at least. But we're just going to pull this old buggy right up beside this cotton stripper. Just like that. And then that stripper will dump into this buggy. So you can see the tongue is swung way over to the side. That's why it's got a ball back here. So this buggy swings over and gets close to the cotton stripper. Pretty much you miss the cotton stripper by about that far. Every time this cotton stripper then raises its basket and dumps the cotton into the buggy. The buggy just stays there. We have a rule, put her in neutral every time the cotton stripper dumps. You do not put your foot on the clutch, because if you accidentally let off the clutch, this right here will land on top of this. In this area, that's not good. So this buggy here will hold 2 of these cotton stripper baskets. Basket raises up, boop, dumps, and then continues about its day. We got Cheeto here, Albert. We're about to hook onto this builder. We got 2 more matching builders here, and we got 4 of them red ones. I think we're just gonna run the green ones this year. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so we got our semi hooked on. We're going to leave our pump off for today. We've got some different brackets to hook on there to hook to the TTO shaft. Cheeto's going to raise the wheels up. And we're going to move this builder to a different location to work on it. That's about all I got for you today. We ended up getting the stripper kind of ready to go. We got a buggy hooked on, we got a builder hooked on. Still have a little more work to do with the builder. Little TLC, hook the lights up, just this and that. But appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.